Hello everyone. Well, all the students and government examination aspirants watching this would agree with the fact that nowadays the competition is really high, and the number of vacancies and the number of applicants, they are way far from each other. Say for example, if the number of vacancies is 50, then the number of applicants is like 2500, which is like 50 times more than the number of vacancies. It's not enough that you have a sound knowledge and aptitude, you should be really effective in managing time. So the bottom line is nothing but in all the videos that we provide, we are concentrating on three things. The first one being clear in basics, and the second one being speed, the way you fasten up your calculations, and the third one being accuracy. Well, it looks like Fleming's left hand rule, right? So yes, let's get started with today's topic, which is about finding the unit digit of a given expression and finding the last two digits of the given expression. So before you find the unit digit of the expression, you should be knowing the power cycle. So starting with 2 powers, 2 power 1 is 2, where the unit digit is 2. 2 power 2 is 4, where the unit digit is 4. 2 power 3, 8, where the unit digit is 8. 2 power 4 is 16, where the unit digit is 6. Wherein if you observe carefully, I am just concentrating only on the unit digits. The reason being, we are going to find only the unit digit of expression. That's the reason why I am concentrating only on the unit digits, and I would be doing the same for the other powers too. Now, proceeding with 2 power 5, which is 32, the unit digit is 2 again. 2 power 6, which is 64, where the unit digit is 4. 2 power 7 is 128, where the unit digit is 8. Now if you look at all the unit digits of the powers of 2, you might find that the numbers are repeating itself in a regular pattern, like 2, 4, 8, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6. So this is what is called a cycle. The numbers are repeating itself at regular intervals. That's the reason why we have mentioned the topic's name to be power cycle. So yes, the observation made in 2 powers is nothing but the powers of 2 will repeat itself. I mean, the unit digit of the powers of 2 will repeat itself for every 4 powers. Now proceeding with the powers of 3, 3 power 1 will have the unit digit 3, 3 power 2 will have the unit digit 9, 3 power 3 will have the unit digit 7, and 3 power 4 will have the unit digit 1. And what about 3 power 5? 3 power 5 is nothing but 729, where you have the unit digit to be 1. So it's obvious that all the numbers, all the unit digits are going to repeat itself for every 4 numbers, 4 powers. Anyways, we would check 3 power 6 is nothing but 9 into 3, 27. So 3 power 6 is not necessary that you know the exact value of 3 power 6, but you know that the number would be ending with 7. So that's the reason I say that the powers of 3 would repeat itself for every 4 powers. Proceeding with powers of 4, 4 power 1's unit digit is 4, 4 power 2's unit digit is 16, where the unit digit is 6, 4 cubed value is 64, where the unit digit is 4, and 4 power 4 would be 256, where the unit digit is 6. Now if you look at the powers of 4, the numbers and the unit digits are either 4 or 6. Or I can conclude that 4 to the odd power is having a unit digit 4, and 4 to the even power are having a unit digit 6. Now proceeding with powers of 5, 5 power 1 will have the unit digit 5, 5 power 2 will have the unit digit 5 again, 5 power 3 will have the unit digit 5. So the conclusion is pretty simple, or it's much obvious that 5 to the power of any number will have the unit digit to be 5. The same goes for the powers of 6 also. 6 power 1, 6, 6 power 2, 36, where the unit digit is 6, 6 cube 216, where the unit digit is 6. So 6 to the power any number will have the unit digit to be 6. Proceeding further with the remaining numbers, 7 power 1's unit digits is 7. 7 power 2's unit digit is 9. 7 power 3, which is 343 with a unit digit 3. 7 power 4, even though you don't know the number, 7 power 4 can be written as 7 cube into 7 power 1. As I need the unit digit, I am going to multiply only the unit digit of 7 cube, which is 3, and unit digit of 7 power 1, which is 7. So 3 sevens are 21, where the unit digit is 1. So that's the reason I would just write 7 power 4 as some number that is having a unit digit 1. Again, 7 power 5 would be 7 power 4 into 7 power 1. 7 power 4's unit digit is 1 and 7 power 1's unit digit is 7. So, I would be having 7 power 5 as some number that is having a unit digit to be 7. So now we got the repetition or a pattern where the unit digits are like 7931, 7931. So the conclusion is nothing but the powers of 7 repeats itself for every 4 powers. Now proceeding with powers of 8. 8 power 1 has a unit digit 8. 8 power 2 has a unit digit 4. 8 power 3 has a unit digit 2. And 8 power 4, as you don't know the number, we just multiply the unit digit of 8 cube and unit digit of 8 power 1. 2 into 8 is nothing but 16. So I have some number that's ending with 6. And 8 power 5 is nothing but multiplication of unit digit of 8 power 4 and 8 power 1. 8 into 6 is 48. So 8 power 5 is some number that is ending with 8. So 8 power 6 again is nothing but 8 into 8, which is 64. So some number that's having a unit digit as 4. So if you look at it again, you must very well now know how to find the repetition or the power cycle. The power cycle of 8 repeats itself for every 4 values. So what about 9? Powers of 9. 9 power 1 will have the unit digit 9. 9 power 2 will have the unit digit 1. 9 power 3 will have the unit digit 9 again, and 9 power 4 will have some number that is having a unit digit 9 into 9, 81. So 9 power 4 is nothing but some number that is having a unit digit 1. So again, it's more or less similar to the power of 4. 9 to the odd power, 9 to the odd power has 9 as the unit digit, and 9 to the even power has 1 as the unit digit. Well, let me complete the power cycle with powers of 10. 10 power 1 is 10, so the unit digit is 0. 10 power 2 is 100, where the unit digit is 0. So of course, if you have any number to the power of 10, then the unit digit is very obvious that it will be 0. Now let's do some example problems in order to understand the concept of power cycle. Well, for all these questions, we are going to find the unit digit. I mean, like for all these expressions, they are going to find the unit digit. So as it's concerned only about the unit digit, let me underline all the unit digits given. Well, even though a 5-digit, 6-digit or 7-digit number is given, we are concentrating only on the unit digit. Well, here the unit digit is 3. You must be very well knowing the powers of 3 and the unit digits of the powers of 3. 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3 and 3 power 4. So the unit digit of this particular expression must be one among these numbers. But how to predict which of these numbers? It's pretty simple. We know that the unit digits will repeat itself for every 4 powers. So divide the number in the power by 4 and get the remainder. Well, if you divide 527 by 4, you will be left out with a remainder 3. So it's pretty simple that 3 power 3's unit digit will be the unit digit of this particular expression. We know that 3 power 3 is 27. So where the unit digit is 7. So the unit digit of this particular expression is nothing but 7. Well, proceeding with the second question, 597 to the power 396 unit digit. So as it's talking about the unit digit, we'll concentrate only on the unit digit 7. We very well know that the powers of 7 will have the unit digits as 7, 9, 3, 1. So now as the powers are repeating itself for every 4 powers, divide the number in the power by 4 and take the remainder. Well, if you divide 396 by 4, then you will be left out with remainder 0. So if the remainder is 0, then which of these numbers would be your unit digit? It's pretty simple that if you're left out with remainder 1, then your unit digit will be 7. If the remainder is 2, 9 would be the unit digit. If remainder is 3, then 3 would be the unit digit. If the remainder is 4 or 0, then 1 would be the unit digit. This will be the same for all the powers that repeats itself for every 4 powers. So yes, now as the remainder over here is 0, the unit digit of this particular expression would be 1. So yes, let's quickly complete the third question also, wherein the unit digit of the given number is 4. We know that 4 to the odd powers will have 4 as the unit digit, and 4 to the even powers will have 6 as the unit digit. Now if you look at the number in the power carefully, it's given as 69, and 69 is the odd number. So 4 to the odd power will have 4 as the unit digit. So this is how you will have to find the unit digit of an expression, provided you only concentrate on the unit digits of the given number.